Hello everybody, Dokkan Assets here. Today we are back with another V-Jump overview video. I know it has felt like a fat minute since we have actually done one of these videos. I do apologize. Complete accident on my part. I didn't even realize that the next issue was available because I already have it. The one with Goku and Boruto on the cover, which is technically issue number 9, aka the September issue, while we obviously have the August issue right here. So, we're going to take a look at this first, and then later in the week we will take a look at the September issue. I apologize, I guess I just missed the email that this was available, and then I saw the new one. I was like, oh, I'll go pick it up, and then there was two. So, let's go ahead and take a look. Of course, starting us off, we have the beautiful Dragon Quest cover. I love the look of this. Even though I am not the biggest Dragon Quest guy myself, I can always appreciate some nice art on the cover of a V-Jump, and this is definitely one of those covers, one of those ones that is really striking. I like it a lot. Obviously, we have a bunch of different promo cards here. As you can see, we're going to cop a Yu-Gi-Oh promo, the same guy that is on the cover of the magazine, and literally the art too. And then maybe Monst card game, or the AZ card game, I don't remember. But this is just advertising some other Dragon Quest arcade card game, which is what this also is too. Cards on the front. It'd be crazy if you got all of this. That'd be insane, but they're not going to do that. Anyway. Sidebar here, obviously, whenever we take a look at one of these, it's basically just a recap of what we're going to be looking at. Of course, the V-Jump logo with the 8th month. We also have everything they're going to cover in this issue. Of course, the homie Goku chilling there. It's so funny how, like, some of these are in Japanese and some of them are not. Like, I don't understand that. Like, pick a side, bro. And the back one is the Monster Hunter Stories 2 cover, which is pretty cool. Apparently, that game is coming out in September, so that's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and crack into it here. We do have quite a bit to look at today, and I also, again, have not cracked into a V-Jump in a fat minute, so let's go ahead and get into it. To start us off today, we actually have the Maximadic Vegeta, as well as the Amazing Heroes Volume 14. Holy cow, they're already on 14 for that line. The My Hero Academia movie Bakugo, which is really, really cool. And on the side there, you can see we have some Jujutsu no Kaisen cards, which is pretty neat. Looks like you can combine those two cards together. I always love to see some advertising for this kind of stuff. Scarlet Nexus, which I believe is a video game. Yes, at the top there it says Xbox One and Xbox Series X. Seriously, whoever named that, they deserve a down pay. I don't know how they decided to name that console. Just talking about some of the promo cards, obviously a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh promotion here. We got the homie Luffy. I like the look of that Capsule Corp card, though I'm not sure what that is. Obviously, there's also a Yu-Gi-Oh card right next to it there. I would really like to know what that means, but unfortunately, you're born and read Japanese. So as you can see here, we have more Yu-Gi-Oh and Dragon Quest advertisement. This is actually a little pull-out thing. Let's see, how far does this go out? It always falls. It's so hard to do these and then like hold it up to the camera, but that should be just about what you're looking for there. That is really cool. I like that a lot. Those are obviously some very high quality, clear versions of those art that we saw, or those cards rather, I'm sorry, that we saw on the cover of the magazine. That actually will probably look a little bit better actually with the light off. I don't know if I like it better with the light off or on. You can tell me in the comments. I just feel like with the light on, there's no shadows, but then with the light off, with the light on, there's too much brightness and there's no shadows, but then when the light off, right? When the light off, basically the crease in the middle has all these nasty shadows and I don't like it. So, and I feel like you can see it with the light on better. Let me know in the comment section what you think though. I think it's also just because it depends on the material that these are made off of. Obviously, this is a little bit more shiny, whereas the material of these pages is like actual paper, right? So it makes sense that it would be a little bit different in that regard. We have more Dragon Quest here, which looks nice. Obviously, moving into more of the Dragon Quest section. Oh, that's so cool. I really, really like that drawing, actually. That's awesome. That's a really cool drawing of Dai. That's like in the classic style of Dragon Quest. Is that what this whole... What? That's pretty neat. Bro, look at the slime. That's adorable. That's so funny. My boy's chilling, bro. That's a great idea to use the slime as an inner tube. That's pretty funny. Alright, so obviously here we're talking about Dragon Quest Crossblade, as well as the manga, and of course we are down to our brand new promo with the actual manga chilling right there. So let's go ahead and get our boy out. Where did my scissors go? There they are. These cards are really cool. If and when I do go to Japan sometime in probably the far future, I will most certainly be bringing all of these cards. Obviously, you know your boy is going to be playing that Dragon Ball Heroes machine, but I think I'll bring all of these cards too and play all the arcade games for these. Wow! Speaking of which, that looks sick! That is so neat. Wow. I really, really like that card. Here, let me also turn off the light so you can also... Wow, look at that. You can almost see where like the Shattered Glass Hollow is like put together there. I don't... Is that the right thing to say? I don't know. That is such a sick card though. I really like the rainbow effect on that. Wow. That's super neat. Obviously lighting the card up. Wow, that's interesting. It almost is like less rainbow when there's more light on it. Very interesting. I like that a lot, though. Obviously, on the back, we got the stats and all that stuff of our boy. This is a very nice card. I definitely like this character's design. Again, I wish I knew his name and more about him, but unfortunately, I'm not the biggest Dragon Quest guy. That's the thing that's so unfortunate about these like V-Jump overviews for me is I wish I could take a look at every single one of these series, but I just do not have the time. To like go through every single one of these. Like, could you imagine? There has to be someone out there that's like a jump expert when it comes to this sort of thing, right? Oh, look at that! In this, this must be like a V-Jump exclusive little magazine here. They're talking about getting the promo card. That's so funny. It's always so weird seeing like these little comics and then you have literally just like the real object in the middle of it. It's so funny. But I like it a lot though. It definitely has like a certain charm to it, I would say. Alright, so obviously we have more Dragon Quest advertising here. We also have Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe this is beginning the Yu-Gi-Oh! Section of this V-Jump issue here. We have another little pull-out section. A lot of pull-outs in this one. This is just all of the characters, I believe, from Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is what this looks like to be. All of our Rush Duel individuals. This guy looks like a... I don't know. That character design is whack, bro. We have a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards here, too. I'm assuming this is talking about new stuff that has come out recently. Let me see if I can get that in the crease. Why did they put that so close to the crease? That seems kind of counterintuitive to what they were actually trying to do. That is a really cool monster there, though. Let me see if I can get that closer up. That is sick. I don't even know what that's supposed to be, but that's awesome. That looks like it's from a structure deck as well. Alright, so... talking about more cards. See, this is the part where it's like the pictures are a little bit less entertaining because it's like, oh wow, look at the brand new pretty cards. Like, I'm sure this information, oh, Yuma, I'm sure that this information is obviously like available on the internet, and of course you can, you know, find the translations for all of these cards somewhere. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Character up there in the top left. Interesting. Yeah, because I guess that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Card art. Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Wait, puzzle! Puzzle! Wait, what? A Puzzle and Dragons Yu-Gi-Oh! Collab? Am I seeing that right? And Joey? Oh, and then this is talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Memorabilia and merch. Oh, that must be the... maybe that's the Ichiban Kuji. Yeah, oh no, versus Dark Side Dimensions. That's interesting. That's crazy! I didn't know they were doing a collab. That's insane. I might have to play Puzzle and Dragons again. I don't know if the Japanese version is the same as the English one, if it's like a global release game, or if the Japanese one is ahead of the English one, because obviously I've just played the English one before. And we have our Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. Obviously this is just a standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. I also don't know what this is. This looks like another Karibo of the sort. See, look at how rainbow he looks here. And then let's see, let's turn it off. More rainbowy? Less rainbowy? I can't really tell. I do like it though. Very, very cool. I love the way too, I know I say this I think on like every single one of these holo cards, but obviously I love that they make the star and the actual like type of character shine a little bit. I think that is super neat, if I do say so myself. This guy reminds me of something. Maybe his head just kind of looks like the top of Elemental Hero Neos. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Not sure. Obviously, this is definitely, it's for the effect that I assume you would be using this. And of course, the back is just a normal Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh card back. Very cool. I love always getting these promo cards because, of course, you know, literally you can't get them anywhere else. And even though they're probably just going to go in a sleeve for all of eternity, it's like, I don't know, man. I still enjoy it, you know? Alright, so we got to check to make sure we get to the end of the manga here. Okay, so obviously this section is just going to be talking about all of the cards that were shown in this chapter, because they always do that, which, marketing big brain, honestly. Like, if I was going to make a manga about card games and then sell the card game, I think I would make a section detailing what the cards did in the back too for those type of people. Alright, and then obviously just advertising the actual manga volumes themselves, and it looks like we are jumping into the Dragon Ball section here, specifically the Dragon Ball Heroes section, and you can see our boy MUI Goku. I forget what this Goku's technical name is? Alternate Timeline something or other, and then obviously Masked Goku Black, or Master Rose, I forget what his technical name is. Cell! That's a really nice piece of cell art. Funny enough, I like the art on the... on the magazine like page more than I do on the actual card. That's kind of funny. Look at all of these cards. Wow, that's sick. I really like the Nappa and Vegeta and the Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo there. That's awesome. Let me give you a little quick close look at that. Those are sick. And Kid Buu, bro. Heroes getting a Kid Buu card before Dokkan? Crazy. Kid Buu. Actually, that's literally such a null statement though, because obviously Kid Buu has been in Dragon Ball Heroes for a long time. All right, so we have a brand new Trunks here, and then we also have this Mass Saiyan set. I actually almost bought this whole set because there is a site that I buy Heroes cards off of sometimes called Card Otaku, I believe the name of the site is. And I'll have to check if they have the whole set, because I was only going to buy it if I could get the whole set. But this is pretty cool, and I love not only the way that they did these cards, where they have like their alter ego in the background of the card, right? It's a little bit easier to see with Vegeta because these are so small. But these cards look great. I love the Super Saiyan 3 Vegito there. That is really cool. I'm trying to see. Oh, that's Broly. Okay, I couldn't tell in the corner. And I love like the purple effect on the Trunks cards. I don't know why. I always feel like, except for this one, because I mean I do like that render, but I always feel like the art that they use to promote the card art looks better than the card art itself. Why is that? Now, I can't say that for this Vegeta, because that looks amazing. Wow. That's really, really cool. I like that art a lot. Obviously, we have the famous card. I know everybody went nuts when they saw that Gogeta Vegito collab card. And we also have the boy Rose chilling in the corner there. Yeah, I would love to get this card, but this is one of those Heroes cards that's like, I think it's over $100 just for the single card. Which I understand why, because obviously it's a rare card. But, you know, for someone like me who's just like, oh, I want to own it. Because surprisingly, like, those Mass Saiyan cards weren't really that expensive. All things considered. Obviously, we are now getting into the Dragon Ball official site section, which we actually take a look at all the time in my figure news video. And this should tell you how long ago this actual V-Jump magazine came out. Obviously, this is showing the Tanabata celebration for Dokkan with the Gogeta movie Frieza and the Frieza army, as well as obviously the 6th anniversary LR's returning, and of course the Zenkai awakening for the Blue Gogeta. It'll be a little bit newer when we look at the next issue, but that is the only thing about getting these boys shipped from Japan to me, is that unfortunately, like, by the time I get them, I always still enjoy looking through them, regardless of, you know, when I get them. Like, even if I get a V-Jump like a year late, I'll still read through the whole thing just because it's enjoyable for me. Yo! Speaking of which, holy cow, that page for Super Saiyan 4 Goku is awesome! I have pre-ordered a bunch of copies of this guy. I think this is probably one of the only SH Figure Arts copies. I'm going to keep a copy out of the box and keep a copy in the box. And then I may or may not also do a giveaway of one. We'll see about that. But I needed to get a couple copies of that guy because obviously that is such an anticipated SH Figure Arts figure. And he is looking to be one of the best. Obviously, this is the new Dragon Ball Super chapter. I know that this is available because I literally saw spoilers for this chapter on the TL, which is like, you know, it is what it is. I'm not worried about Dragon Ball spoilers anymore. in terms of the manga, because like I've just accepted that with the people that I follow. Oh, there's the boy Vegeta. They're looking so good. I've just accepted when it comes to Dragon Ball manga spoilers. Oh, that's cool. It's telling you what the card does there. I'll just see them anyway because of the people that I follow. It doesn't really bother me. That's the nice thing as well about having a short-term memory loss. Oh yeah, this is the oh, this is just talking about the first issue, but I know a new issue of that Dragon Ball Heroes manga just came out. But no, that's the nice thing about having a short-term memory is when it comes to spoilers and stuff like that. Unless it's something like super big and crazy, I suppose, I tend to forget it. So whenever I go into a show, I usually go in blind, even if I end up hearing a spoiler. So, based bad memory? I don't know. Ooh, these Boruto covers are always sick looking. Yes! Really, really like the art style on that. That almost reminds me of like a cover of Vogue magazine. That's really cool, though. I like that a lot. Again, sorry for not commenting too much on the Naruto section. This guy literally looks like a manga author. That looks like the guy who wrote who wrote this chapter of Boruto. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea what the Naruto mangaka looks like. All right, so we got all of the kids chilling up there. That's pretty neat. Obviously, we were moving into the One Piece section now. Holy cow! Look at all these Treasure Cruise shenanigans. Are those like versus cards? Yo, that's sick. That's something that JoJo Stardust Shooters did. I don't know if they started that trend when it came to gacha games, because I don't know if there was a gacha game that did it before them, but it's cool to see other gacha games carrying on the legacy of Stardust Shooters. That Naruto section, speaking of which, was really small. Actually, wow, holy moly, so was the One Piece section. Wow, alright, well, we're already on to Demon Slayer, which I guess makes sense, because obviously Demon Slayer is super popular, but I mean, I guess as long as... What is that? I believe what these are is, I don't know if y'all saw, but there's a trailer for this game called Ninjala, I think is the way you pronounce the game. And basically, in Japan, I don't know about the English version, but in Japan, they had a collab with Demon Slayer where you could play as the characters from Demon Slayer, which is really, really cool, if I do say so myself. Don't know why that game, because I actually thought that game was like dying, but nonetheless, still pretty cool that, you know, obviously they put it in there at all. Obviously, we have some Ultra Impact stuff here, talking a little bit about the game. We have that free SR Hawks. We also have the Endeavor. He was the like Dokkan Fest equivalent at the time. I actually pulled him off a single summon, which was pretty neat. Even though I don't really care about Endeavor, I will always take more URs when I'm starting on a gacha game. I'm actually Captain Tsubasa Pawn. In that game right now, I'm literally just saving up my gems because I really don't know what I want to summon for. Like in Dokkan, it's like, oh, well, you know, it's a different form, but even though it's the millionth Goku, you know, it's like, he's got different colored hair, bro, but, you know, it's like, oh, well, it's just Deku, you know? I don't know. Pitter Patter Pop is still going strong. I swear I heard something about that shutting down. Well, I'm glad to see that it's not that. That's sick. We obviously have the Fist of the North Star game at the bottom as well. We are slowly nearing the end here. Oh, speaking of slime, look at our slime boys. Bro, I love the King Slime. That's so funny. He also is dressed like, oh my gosh. It's one of the Dragon Quest characters. I don't know. It's one of the heroes in Smash, I think, actually. That he's dressed like. Or maybe it's not one of the ones in Smash? I don't remember. Oh, well, there you go. This one. He's dressed like that particular Dragon Quest hero. That's really cool. I don't even like Dragon... Well, not... Okay, I can't say that, because I don't dislike Dragon Quest. It's just like, you know, I've never really looked into the series, but even I would love to own that slime. Alright, so we have a big chunk of the manga here. Obviously, they always show this little mini comic of this, like, more cartoonish, less serious type of approach to Monster Quest. Or Monster Quest, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Dragon Quest, rather. I'm getting my franchises mixed up. Speaking of which, I think we actually are due for one more promo card in here. Is that? Oh. Yeah, right there. I didn't even intend to do that. That was actually completely accidental. What? Ultraman? Wait, there's an Ultraman card in this game? Am I understanding that correctly? This isn't an Ultraman card. No, I don't think so. This is Battle Spirits. We've definitely gotten a few cards from this before. I would flip if this was an Ultraman card, bro. For those of you who don't know, Ultraman is, oh boy, how do I explain Ultraman? Basically just like a Japanese superhero that, I don't really know if there's a good comparison, in the States here, but here's the card. This almost kind of looks like it could be a monster from the Ultraman franchise, if I'm being honest with you, but I don't think that it is. It still looks really cool, though. Praying mantis looking thing? I'm not even really sure what I'm looking at. This thing almost reminds me of like a Pokemon Ultra Beast. Also, I love the Battle Spirits cards because they have this little like part where you can't really see it, but then when you shine light on it, it kind of lights up like that. Or not lights up, but you can just see it in their reflection. I think that's super neat. Also, not a holo, which is interesting. Every time I feel like I've gotten one of those Battle Spirits cards, I remember saying that I'm like, oh, it's not a holo card. Which I just think is a little bit weird, because it's like, why would you not want to make it as appealing as possible, you know? I mean, like, I understand that it's free, and it's like, I'm not going to complain because you're giving me a free trading card, but, like, you know, I always thought that, yeah, that is definitely Ultraman, or, like, some version of Ultraman. I am not too familiar on my Ultraman lore. Oh, yeah, it literally says Ultraman on that card pack. Oh, and he's literally on my thumb, too. That's, like, the Ultraman, I think, or, like, a variation of the Ultraman. I guess Battle Spirits is one of those card games that, like, let me just make sure. Did I miss a page? No, we're good. Battle Spirits is like one of those card games, I think, where they take from a bunch of different franchises. So it's like not all original stuff. Like I think they have some original things, but they always have other like franchises just join in as well. I know that there is, oh, what's the other card company? There's our boy, by the way, whatever we got. Oh, I'm trying to think. Can't think of it. Wow, okay. You know what's funny? Even though they've talked about the Digimon card game in every one of these V-Jump issues, I don't think that I have actually seen what the cards look like. Those look very interesting. I kind of like the style. I'm not going to lie. The style is very interesting. I guess it's like a callback as well to the original Digimon art. Would be kind of my guess, because it almost reminisces of like early Pokemon art for me. This is that Digimon Gacha game. The one on the left, by the way. The one on the right is not that. That's something else. I believe that's like the Digimon Virtual Bracelet or whatever. I'm definitely not just reading that off of the magazine page and pretend I'm knowing what I'm talking about. Here we have some more Digimon stuff going into this ZX card game, which is kind of what I thought was what was going to be the promo card for this time. Yo! I don't know what... Oh my gosh. I like when they print the cards nice and big like this in the V-Jumps, because obviously on the regular trading card you don't get to see the art like this usually, but that is really cool. That kind of reminds me of this Yu-Gi-Oh deck that I used to run. Oh my gosh. Lightsworns, I think? There was like Dark Pulse Dragon and Lightsworn Dragon, something along those lines. I don't know. I have not touched a card game in a fat minute, unfortunately, but the original series and playing the card game as a kiddo will always hold a special place in my heart. Is this really not 2 pages? Oh, okay, I guess I'm tripping. Alright, well. Oh, we're here in Monster Hunter. I was going to say Monster Quest. That is, I'm literally like doing the fusion dance in my mind with the name of these franchises. Yo! Okay, we got Mario Golf. Let's go, baby. Obviously, the new Zelda game, the remake of Skyward Sword, also came out semi-recently during the time of this. I believe, if memory serves, this is the, I don't know the actual name of the set, but this was a set that went up for pre-order in English recently. At the time, obviously, it was up for pre-order, or maybe it was actually released. I think it was actually released. And it was the Rayquaza set. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, because obviously the sets have a different name in English and in Japanese. This looks really cool. Mettaton Musashi? Is that what I'm looking at here? Interesting. This looks like a cool game. I'm assuming that's what that is, because it looks like character customization. Oh, Sonic Colors Ultimate! I did not expect that to get an advertisement in here. Obviously, Sonic Colors is getting remade, so that's cool. Virtua Fighter Esports! Please don't tell me that's the actual title of the name, and that's just like the esports division of like the Virtual Fighter franchise where like they have people come through and play. That would be so funny if they actually called the game esports. Yo, look at these figures. Actually, funny enough, obviously this is merch from a bunch of different franchises, of course, mainly Demon Slayer on the right there. But the Tundro figure up in the top, I believe I actually did pre-order that. Just because I saw that and I was like, that's one of the coolest Ichiban Kuji figures I've ever seen. Had to cop it. Look at that Figuart Zero. What? The Senku. I might have to cop that, bro. That's sick. That is really cool. I might actually have to get that. Figuart Zero figures are kind of expensive because the whole point is that they have like effect parts and whatnot. But might have to cop it for the boy Senku because Dr. Stone is such a good anime, bro. So good. Alright, so, yeah, I literally don't even know anymore. This is the part of the video where the comments section fills me in on what I'm looking at. I'm enjoying what my eyes are viewing, but I just don't know what I'm actually viewing here. I do know that, though. That's Okuyasu. That's my son right there. I guess he is going to be in The Last Survivor, or already is. I don't know if, because it's an arcade game, I don't know how that works. If they like add characters in gradually, or if they're all in there, and then obviously like the V-Jump magazine here just kind of focuses on one every single time. I'm also not exactly sure what this is. This looks to be some really cool video game though. I feel I'm gonna feel dumb when the comment section corrects me on that because that looks like a 2D fighter. And I feel like I should know that. Oh, that guy on the bottom does look really familiar. This is obviously the codes, by the way. Basically what they do is they keep the codes in here, so you'd have to cut this to get the code out. So then that way you can't just steal the code out of the actual magazine just by like taking a picture of it or something. Which, big brain on the V-Jump Squad's part. They've been doing that for a long time. For those of you who are newer to the V-Jump videos, I always used to get when Buchigiri Match, rest in peace, was still up and running. They had like V-Jump exclusive cards that you could get from codes in V-Jump, which is really cool. And I would actually use the codes from the V-Jump magazine and put them in my game, which was cool because obviously then, you know, like I was literally the only English-speaking person that had them because, you know, I got the physical magazine, so obviously it allowed me to like get the code. Pretty neat. Miss those days for sure. Sometimes they were just like gold versions of cards that we already had, but sometimes they were like special cards that weren't really that powerful because obviously they're not gonna, you know, like put a card that's ridiculous that's a code thing. This is the giveaway section. They always have some good stuff in here. What are those trading cards actually? I literally can't. Oh, that's Digimon. Okay, I was gonna say I literally cannot tell what the what franchise I'm looking at there. I see a Beyblade down there though. That's a very nice render of Yugi. Or technically Yami, but you already know what I mean. Let's see, what do we have for these last couple pages? Manga, I don't know what that is. That looks like some kind of manga, or maybe, oh, it's some Jump thing, because it does have the Jump logo on there. Interesting. Oh, coloring book, I'm assuming, because it has pencils in the background. Oh! Or maybe they're saying that, like, this is the start of the coloring book section, and then you color the... That's actually really cool. I would have never thought to do that, but that's neat. This isn't necessarily the best kind of paper for it, though, because this is, like, in between the type of paper that they use. That's pretty cool, though. I always like when they do unique stuff in V-Jump. I feel like, not just, like, obviously the cool stuff that's in there that we look at, but it's always interesting seeing how the magazine is managed. Oh, there you go. There's another coloring page. That's neat. I like that a lot, actually. That's cute. Obviously, if you were a kiddo, you know, getting this, then of course you would probably love something like that. Yo! I've seen that render of Goku before. That is sick. Obviously, that render of Rose is cool, too. There's so much good artwork. That's part of the reason why I love getting V-Jump, is because I have, like, all of this nice artwork in physical form. It's just so nice to have. Final Fantasy War of the Visions. Interesting. No idea what that is, but obviously we have the index there. And then to end us off, oh, isn't this the Digimon movie or just show? That's cool, though. Always love seeing that piece of art at the end. That picture of, that is not Agumon, but obviously that's like Agumon's Digi-Evolution or whatever. Looks great. All right, and that completes the August issue of V-Jump thank you guys so much for being patient on this one. Again, I completely apologize. I legit didn't even know that it was available. Completely by accident, so I apologize about that. Wholeheartedly, of course. Again, later in the week, we will take a look at the next issue, which is the September issue, so look forward to that. There is a pretty spicy Dragon Ball Heroes promos in there, if I do say so myself. So look forward to that, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Dokkan Assets out. Peace.